Ryan Brown from J. Ryan Brown Law. Today we are talking about sexual battery against a child under the age of 16, what that means, what the sentencing range is, and what you need to be on the lookout for, as well as some recent changes to the law. Sexual battery against a child under the age of 16. The first part the state has to prove is the actual sexual battery. So that is the touching of the intimate parts of someone else, right? Intimate parts meaning primary genital area, thighs, groin, buttocks, breast of a female. That touching, right, is what classifies as the battery. Now, for an adult, there can be a consent issue, but for children under the age of 16, consent is not a defense. It used to be, but up until recently this year, it has changed to where consent is no longer defense. And that consent element and the consent as a defense was a big difference between sexual battery against a child under 16 and other sex crimes like child molestation and things like that. But this change in the law kind of puts those crimes in alignment with one another and aligns itself with Georgia law and the principle of law that a child cannot consent to sexual behavior. Now, there are exceptions if we're dealing with teenagers that are close in age, things of that nature, but generally consent is no longer defense to sexual battery against a child under 16. Furthermore, this is a felony. It is punishable up to 5 years in prison, and a conviction does in fact result in the offender or the defendant having to register as a sex offender.